Hi, my name is Treven Stoddard. I am a computer science student at UNC Charlotte, and I'm here to talk to you about Genubot. And at my freshman year in college, I was at Clemson University, and I had a TA that was teaching the class, and he had social anxiety, and he wasn't able to officially teach us how to do calculus, so I ended up relying on a lot of external solutions to actually learn calculus myself. And I actually found that this isn't a unique problem, as 50% of students who take college algebra in college don't actually get a C or above in the class. And of those who go on to take the higher levels, such as calculus, 25% of those students actually fail to get a C or above as well. And this leads to 1 out of every 3 students in college switching their major. And most of these students actually switch out of STEM majors because of the high math requirement, and this leads to not enough students actually graduating to fill these STEM major jobs that are being created right now. And this is where Mathway and Wolfram Alpha come in. These are both problem-solving solutions that students use to get step-by-step solutions to the equation that they're entering into the program. I actually use these solutions myself. However, I found that they were lacking a lot of resources that I needed and a lot of features that they should have had, which is why I created Genubot. And Genubot is a smart learning system that uses machine learning to determine what problems the students are actually struggling with and what areas they need to actually improve in. And it does this through students typing in the calculus equation, and then they get the step-by-step solutions to actually learn how to solve the problem given back to them. And it also uses machine learning in order to determine what problems the students got correct and incorrect, and it uses that to break down for user reports so that the student can actually read and figure out what topics the student is actually struggling with. And the target market is college students, as 700,000 college students take calculus every year. And this will help to improve the grades so they can actually get that C or above in the class, and educational institutions as well, because this will help to increase the student retention within the STEM fields so they can graduate more STEM majors. And tutors are also a great target market because a lot of the tutors that I interviewed when doing market research said that it would be great to use this program to actually speed up the process of tutoring multiple students. Some of the milestones that we've done in market discovery when we worked with the venture prize team in order to determine if there was a viable market by interviewing multiple people. And we've also been doing beta testing with students in order to determine what features need to be added or improved. And I've also been working to improve the algorithms to make them more accurate. And our goal is to be fully operational and working and selling to students by fall of 2018. And if you found this interesting, come see me at my booth, especially if you're students that may be taking calculus in the future, or if you struggle with calculus in the past. I'll have a working prototype so you can test it out. Thanks.
All right, very great pitch. As an engineering alum, I definitely had issues with math, so very good app. Could you talk more about, I saw that you had prototypes of a mobile app, so could you tell me more about how that works?
Okay, so right now it's just a website. You can actually go to it right now at genubot.com, but basically it's formatted for mobile, so you can navigate to the website on your phone and actually use it there. I'm currently working on porting it over to iOS and Android right now, but I'm still trying to get out the door first before I start fully working on that first.
Okay, I mean, I was curious. I see it's kind of like conversation based.
Yeah.
So I text a problem and then it kind of texts me, walks me through how to solve it.
Yeah. So basically, you would just enter in the math equation right there, and then that would just drop down, and you would get the steps output back to you right there on the other side.
Okay, so I'm a CS alum too, and I've used Codecademy to try to learn how to code different languages, and this kind of stumped me a little bit. Do you envision having support for students that need one-on-one support, maybe a tutor or something like that?
Well, currently there's a lot of companies that already do one-on-one support, so that's not the main focus of this right now. It's kind of more just having students learn where they're missing problems, and then they can actually take that information to an actual tutor if they need more input how to actually improve that equation or learn the problem.
Thank you.
Would your approach work with a non-mathematical subject, or do you need the precision of mathematics to have your methodology work?
Yeah, so the way I built the application, it's actually open enough so I can add different subjects. So one of the things I'm looking into is adding physics or potentially chemistry, because a lot of students struggle with that. And it's also open enough so I can add different languages such as Spanish or French and everything like that.
In the work you've done thus far, did you do any measurement of the accuracy?
Oh,
and if so, how did that?
Yeah, so it's mostly accurate. The issue I've been working with a couple of professors in order to determine like what if some of the more complex equations, and the more complex equations, it's not getting the step-by-step output correct, but it's still getting the answer correct. So that, I've been working with professors to actually improve that.
And, similar question. I was going to ask if you have had any, like a pilot or a test case with a few students where they've been able to actually improve their grades, or
As of right now, I've been mostly working to make sure that the software is working correctly right now to output the algorithm and everything. So one of the main focuses is just getting the software to work correctly, and then eventually in the future, I'll be actually getting students to actually test out and determine where they're missing the problems at.
I have a question around revenue. Do you envision the students will pay for a subscription or the universities?
Yeah, so that's kind of the main thing I've been working with. I've been working with the venture prize team, and one of the things that they were trying to help me with was working with schools to actually have them provide it for students. The only issue is getting the school to actually buy the software for the students to actually use. So I'm kind of working to do that. As of right now, it's going to be a subscription-based model where students just subscribe to the platform and they're able to use it every month.
do you have other teammates that you're working with?
Right now, it's just me. It's just myself. I'm looking to kind of expand and add another person now. So.
Do you have like a particular advisor on the faculty side?
No, I've been working with different math department professors to kind of determine how I should be approaching problems.
Thank you, Treven.
All right, thanks.